Terraria. Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome to a new Terraria series. Terraria 1.4.4, the Labor of Love update, recently came out, and I decided I wanted to do another YouTube series. There's still a lot of people who play this game, but I feel like for the most part, people play it on Twitch, and it is a good streaming game. Like, it's a long game, and there's a lot to do, and Twitch has gotten popular. But sometimes I just want to watch edited down YouTube content, and there's a saying like, be the change you want to see in the world or something, and so I want to do that. And so I want to make kind of an edited down for YouTube Terraria series in the new update. And the new update, this is version 1.4.4. The last time I played Terraria on YouTube was over 2 years ago, which was just 1.4. Since then, there have been a series of minor updates, 1.4.1, 1.4.2, and 1.4.3, which have included some new content. There was Don't Starve Together update in 1.4.3, and then this latest update that's recently come out has all kinds of balance changes and some new items and a number of other things. I've kind of glanced through the changelog, so I have a sense of some of it. There's a lot of quality of life stuff. And there's also like new challenge seeds and different things. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to look into that new content, but with all of the balance stuff that I've seen in the update, I kind of just want to do a normal playthrough. And so I'm planning to just do single player master mode. I've gone ahead and created myself a character. And this is the world we will be using. There was my old playthrough world, which I was looking at. But yeah, let's go ahead and go in it. I have it set up in journey mode, which I'll talk about in just a moment, and there's going to be something in here that you'll see here at the spawn that I'll also talk about in a moment. So I like journey mode mostly because it allows me to set the time of day. And so I'm going to trash, I was testing a tree earlier. I'm going to trash some stuff out of my inventory that I don't actually want to have. I'm going to get rid of the finch because I don't actually have a finch staff yet. That was the guide killing that guy. And then on journey mode, I want to play on master difficulty. So where's the difficulty slider? I want to turn off the journey mode powers. I might use time of day and weather. Those are the main things I want. Previously, I would turn off the infection spread, but one of the things that's new in this update is it's easier to contain the infection. There's apparently going to be some upgrade to the contaminator and also breaking the things after the wall of flesh. The altars doesn't seem to spread the infection to random blocks anymore. Here's the difficulty slider. Okay, so I want to turn this all the way up to master mode difficulty. And so I think I'm going to leave the infection spread on. And so basically I'm starting with iron. Ooh, legendary iron pickaxe, very nice. Iron tools rather than copper ones. And I think I prefer to have these here, and I don't actually need these on the bar. Let me go ahead and favorite all of this stuff too. Yeah, so journey mode, but I'm not going to use the research in journey mode. I'm basically using it for time of day and weather, especially when I'm going off camera to do different things or whatever. Like, I don't want to like sit through the night when I just have something on daytime on the surface to do, for example. At least that's my plan. And yeah, in terms of doing a YouTube series, like, it's a fun game, but sometimes you spend an hour fishing or you kill Queen Bee 15 times in a row because you're trying to get money. And stuff like that isn't stuff that I always want to watch all of when I'm watching other people play the game. Okay, so master mode slimes are going to be hard to kill. I think pretty much every sword and spear type weapon has been like rebalanced and possibly given some new capabilities, or there might even be some new ones. So I'll want to check that out. But yeah, so I plan to do a bit of editing, as I've been starting to say a few times. And also, the most recent series that I did on Twitch was a master mode summoner playthrough, which was quite difficult. And I did a whole lot of fishing in that one. And so I think I'm probably not going to do much fishing in this one. Because there's not a whole lot that you need it for. For Summoner, it was really useful for summoning potions and different things. But yeah, those are some of kind of the big plans that I have. Right, and then there's this thing at the start that I glanced at and then kind of ignored. There is like a... I also like just doing kind of like fun stuff for myself when I used to do things in Minecraft and also in Terraria. There's like a secret loot chest here. As I earn some stuff in the future, we'll talk about it later exactly what I plan to do with that. But basically, I'm going to be able to get some type of prize loot that I'm giving myself over there at some point. Alright, it's daytime. I can always work more on most of the house building and that kind of stuff when it comes nighttime. So let's go ahead and just make a workbench. And I'm going to go ahead and craft myself a wooden sword rather than my damaged iron short sword, because I think I like that more. And let's just see how it's doing in terms of damage. I like the swing arc. Right, and there's accessibility settings. Oh, I have the wings. I didn't mean to do that. I want to trash them as well. So I'm basically starting like you normally would, even though I'm in journey mode. What was I starting to say? Something about the wooden sword? I'm not sure. In any case, it's daytime. We should do some exploring while it's daytime. I can do some house building while it's nighttime. I can even do that off camera. I usually build starting houses in the sky by using some ropes just to tower above the land a little bit. It's good to have a stash of sunflowers, especially if I'm actually going to leave the infection spread on. If I do reach the corruption, I'll want to try to pen it in with some sunflowers. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and eat a grapefruit for the well-fed buff. It'll make us move a little bit faster. And yeah, journey mode started me out with some torches. I don't mind that. You know how I feel about torches, torches, torches. Hey, it's a chest. And, oh, a spear. Nice. Superior spear. Let's try that as our weapon. And we got an herb bag. I'll wait to open that later. Go ahead and grab that with me. And let's go ahead and make a bunch of wood platforms, because they're super useful. And let's also put blocks, although I don't really have any blocks, on the bar as well. But we'll use wooden platforms to get out of here for the moment. But yeah, it feels good to be playing this game again. I don't think I've... It's been a while since I've played. Other than I spent 5 or 10 minutes kind of like doing some play to set up this world and test recording settings. Right, I'm using the spear now. I'd forgotten already. So the spear will have a lot of knockback and deal a little bit more damage. And it can hit multiple times, kind of on the way out and the way back, and so that's nice. Alright, thank you for that. We're healing okay. I guess the well-fed is helping us out. And if I don't actually aggro these guys, they'll just hop over me. Ouch. Alright, I'm going to aggro you. Since you already hit me. And you're just slowing me down. But yeah. It looks like it's already possibly getting a little dark out. Right, I spent a bit of time talking about some things and setting up journey mode. And I didn't do anything to reset the clock afterwards, and I also was spending some time in this world to set up the thing that I put at spawn. And so it's probably, we started the day a little later than you normally do. I forget. I think the Terraria world, when you first join a new world, like starts at like 7:30 a.m. or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I know 4:30 a.m. is like when the sun comes up in this game. Let's just do this. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely becoming nighttime soon. And this lake is deeper than I anticipated. Will I be able to make it out of it? Yes. So at least get a little bit more of the world mapped out before we have to call it a night or a day or whatever one calls it. Might get a look in one more cave over here. Pots, shurikens, great. It's not a bad early game weapon. Get to fight off a few zombies. And it looks like the desert is over on this side. Alright, useful information. Now is this like the desert with the underground desert, or is it just like a desert? I'm not sure. But let's definitely put some torchlight around spawn. And yeah, just because it's about to turn nighttime, there'll be some zombies and things coming my way. I will continue on camera here for a little bit as I try to get myself a little bit more established. But we'll make a house. Okay, my spear I think will be sufficient to keep you away, even though you've got the long reach of the extra zombie arm. Perhaps you'll drop it for me. That's a pretty powerful weapon, but I think it's a pretty rare drop. Alright. Very nice. I hear fallen stars. I see fallen stars. I now have a fallen star. Great. And I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think is high enough to block off zombies from being able to jump over. And then, of course, I don't have 7 more of those, but I could do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think that'll keep the zombies out of this area. And then, yeah, my usual MO for building a base. With the guide here, we won't have too many monster spawns. Oh, one of the new quality of life things I was reading about. Let me put down a torch so we can see what I'm doing. One of the new quality of life things that's amazing is torches and ropes can occupy the same space. Or torches and ropes. Ropes and platforms. And similarly, platforms can go through minecart rails as well. So previously ropes can go through minecart rails as well, is what I'm trying to say. And so previously the platforms were kind of a pain in the neck. The ropes were kind of a pain in the neck in terms of the way that they always stopped other things. And so basically now there's nothing to stop your vertical movement. And so you can just go up and down straight through the platform, and if you want to hop off, you can hop off. I read about that in the changelog, and I was like, oh, that's terrific. That's amazing. So good job, Terraria developers. I also just realized I made a platform here, and actually I'm going to need some solid footing for NPC houses. But yeah, I'm going to just build some basic houses in the sky. It looks like I went a little bit too far to the right, and the zombies spawned just inside my wall over here on the left. So let's do the guide a favor and kill these guys off. Alright, but I am going to cut away as I just build some very basic housing. So I will see you guys in the morning. And I immediately got killed. A demon eye. Alright. Was sent to the farm by a demon eye. I think that might be a new death message. I was trying to box myself in. I probably should have left... Well, I didn't want them to kill the guide. I was going to say I probably should have left the zombies on the ground because they would help work against the spawn cap and I'd be less likely to get demon eyes. But it's okay. It's fine. Look at me. I'm boxed in nice and safe here. Alright. Back to being off camera. We're on 1.4.4 was sent to the farm by Demon Eye. Yes. October 5th. You can find out when I'm recording this video by reading that. So congratulations. You figured it out. Okay, we're most of the way through the night. I did take another death. I realized that the zombies were able to jump over the thing on the left. So a few of them have gotten in here again. So I want to go try to improve my left-hand side boundary, and also just get a few zombie kills with this awesome spear, which is doing pretty well. Getting a little bit of extra firepower from the guide, who's using his bow and arrow. Every NPC has their own special weapon that they use. And so I think if I place one more block there, I think that'll be enough. And I'm going to put a torch on top, just to help keep an eye out. And let's see, demon eyes could drop lenses, which I might eventually want for various things. And eventually in the long run, I will kind of flatten out. Actually, I did look into a legendary iron pickaxe. Legendary is a very nice modifier. It'll make it swing a bit faster. I might spend some time off camera kind of leveling out the whole front area here near the base. Because it's nice to have a nice flat area near the home base, especially when eventually a goblin invasion or something comes. Just makes it kind of easier to fight all those guys. Alright, but I think the night's about to end, and I would like to kill this demon eye before he decides to go flying off into the void. Let's see if we can finish him off. I've got shurikens somewhere in my inventory, but I don't see them right now. Also, yeah, I've got ropes. So long as I have these little barriers, let's give myself a way that enemies can't take advantage of to get up and over them. Alright. So, in terms of very basic housing, I don't even have stone to make a furnace yet, so that should be one of my priorities in the morning. The guy's already found himself a little house over here. I'd actually prefer him living over here for right now. This is going to be where I'm going to kind of put all of my crafting things eventually. But yeah, we survived our first night. Hooray. Always good. I could just put a platform against a tree and then chop down the tree here. I think is what I'll do to get down, get across on this side, and then a similar thing here. And I think it's unlikely that random enemies will find their way to jump aboard these platforms right here. So I think that'll give me a way over that the enemies won't be able to do particularly easily. Let me go ahead and sort my inventory a bit more before we get moving on. I always like putting storage underneath my house, so I put down a platform where I could put down the chests that I found and dumped most of my stuff into it. I guess actually the bombs would be nice to keep on me for right now as well. But you can see the rest of my inventory there. Right, and so the prize thingy down here that I made, basically I wanted to give myself little prizes every time I find a chest, and so far we found one chest, and through the magic of video editing, that means there's now a prize inside this box. Apparently we got this one. It's a glowing mushroom. All right, I got one glowing mushroom. Fantastic. Yeah. That's a fun little thing I am doing that we'll see more of, perhaps in this episode. But looking at the map, we've explored a bit to the right. This time, in the daytime, let's do a little bit of exploration to the left and see what we find over in this direction. This is a corruption world, by the way. I generally prefer the corruption to the crimson, and so I chose it as opposed to it being random. It is a large world. I always like large worlds because exploration is tons of fun. And so that's what I've done. And is there anything else to know? Like, we already saw the difficulty is going to be Master Mode difficulty in terms of the enemies and things. Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot else. I do plan to use kind of all the classes just because there's been so much weapon rebalancing and some new weapon capabilities and things. Like, I just want to test a bunch of them out. I have enjoyed doing, like, summoner playthroughs and things in the past. But I just want to see all the stuff, whether it's old stuff that's been rebalanced or some new stuff. I think it'll be fun to kind of just do it all. And I can't tell if this is actually... Oh, hey, red slime. You managed to avoid a spear hit that I thought you were going to take. And didn't take the knockback. Yeah, why am I not hitting you there? Feels like... I'm not sure if it's because I'm clipping the side of the block, or the spear's hitbox is not quite how I remember it. But I was not hitting you as much as I wanted. Alright, and I also might be a little bit out of practice in this game, although I need to keep in mind at Master Mode, like, 2 or 3 hits from even a basic slime will kill me. Alright, well, we did a little bit of exploring there. There is more to do. I think I am going to first explore a bit more of the surface farther to the left before going back there to try to collect my cash. And it would be good to place some sunflowers occasionally along the way so that we get the happy bonus, which increases movement speed is the main reason I would want it. I guess the decreased monster spawns are also kind of nice here at the start of the game. We'll collect some Daybloom as we find it. Go over these hills. got plenty of wood for now, and I can get more off camera, obviously. I was just kind of chopping down a few initial trees on camera while I was talking about my plans for the series. Yeah, let's just not bother fighting a purple slime. It has even more hit points. And I do have... yeah, I have some healing stuff. So this would restore 50 life? Sure. Let's just go ahead and top myself back off. Okay, seems like there is some type of desert over here. Let's get a sense of what we're looking at. And remind me, can you mine these blocks, or do you have to chop down the cactus first before you can mine any sand? Yeah, okay. And cactus, I could potentially make some good things out of cactus. It would be better to chop down the taller ones. These are all pretty short. We'll see if we find them. And even though it's not blooming, I think going ahead and grabbing one water leaf just to have it. I never opened my herb bag, but we can worry about potions at some point later. Alright, so we got a little fishing lake area over here, which I guess I probably don't care about, because I'm not interested in doing a whole lot of fishing in this playthrough, I don't think. And with the spear, I feel pretty confident that I could fight off the vulture as he tries to attack me from above, because this has nice knockback. That said, he has 120 hit points. I'm hitting him for 6s, and I'm hitting him a couple times each time. So yeah, this will only take like 10 rounds of combat to finish this guy off. Maybe less if I get a big crit somewhere in here. Alright, very nice. And we got some more cactus to boot. A little bunny! Bunnies I thought would only appear near NPCs. Does that mean... is the golfer available at the very start of the world? And he wouldn't be in this area anyway. I'm not sure why there is a bunny there. That surprises me. Alright, managed to dodge underneath that guy. Alright, gotta take advantage of all of our capabilities versus slimes, so we don't take another embarrassing death. Also, newsflash, there will be more embarrassing deaths. I am quite certain. It's something I'm good at. Maximum embarrassment. Okay, this appears to be a world with iron. Sorry, lead. I've played this game before. I know my ores. So we've got a lead ore world, which I guess is the slightly better version of iron. That's nice. I do need to collect stone just to make a furnace, so I should totally do that at some point. And there's more lead in the ceiling there. It's going to be a little bit harder to get at, and so I think it's not worth my time right at the moment. I do have bombs. You know what? If I can get this slime to jump over my head... ouch! Down somewhere where he can't get me. Darn it, I ran out of blocks. Always have blocks in the bar. I don't have any blocks. Hard to have blocks in the bar when you don't have any. Okay, we're going to start correcting. This oversight is the word I'll use. Alright, just like that. We've gotten away from the slime, and I'm going to collect some stone. That should be sufficient for my current needs. There we go. Yeah, plenty of stone. And I don't know exactly what time of day it is. I'll try to do a tiny bit more exploring in here, but I kind of want to go back to where I dropped my money before, since it'll be at a big oh, hello. Change plans. This is super lucky. Who knows what we may find. Let's go ahead and... there's some dirt. Okay, put some dirt on the bar, just to make ourselves extra safe, although there could be desert worms. And is this... oh, this is the bottom of the pyramid? Am I that deep? I guess so. Alright, let me do some digging until I get to somewhere in the interior of the pyramid. Aha! Okay. I finally managed to dig my way in, and we will be duly rewarded. Flying carpet! Nice! Okay, that is super cool. And I'm glad I decided to dig up. Well, no I'm not. If I would have dug a tiny bit farther, I would have found my way. Oh, and there's money here too. And it just turned nighttime. let's go home and stick our money in the chest. Other than the flying carpet, did we get anything exciting? Can of worms, nice. Builder potion, some bottles. But mostly I just want to stick the 18 gold in a chest to make sure I don't lose it at some point. Okay, that is a big deal. Yeah, I will get the merchant once I get the gold in the daytime, and I will want to have more housing for other NPCs, so I think I'm going to spend some time doing that during this night. I've built a couple more houses and also sorted or kind of dumped some of my inventory. We've got copper and lead so far. In this particular world, I went ahead and made myself a furnace, and I had enough lead to make an iron anvil. For those who don't know, the flying carpet does this. Gives us a limited amount of time for hover. I guess it wears off... It lasts a good long time, actually. It lasts, I don't know, like 10 seconds or something? Let me count it out. But I feel like that gives me the comfort of traveling across the surface at night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe like 6 seconds of flight. That's still pretty good. Was it down here? Yeah, it was down here that we died before. And so I just want to dive back down into this cave and see if both we can pick up, admittedly at this point it's kind of a piddling amount of money, the 25 silver that I lost earlier. But also there was just more cave down to explore, and I'd like to do a little bit more caving to see if we find anything exciting. And the flying carpet is going to make some aspects of this... Oh boy, look at this! Much easier. I got blocks on the bar, so we got a goldfish statue. Or fish statue. Got copper chandelier. And another gold chest. Nice! With a cloud in a bottle. Let's go ahead and put that on. That's a double jump. And we also got a keg. We've got some cobwebs, which I might be able to use to help make a yo-yo at some point. And there's a bunch of new paintings in the game. Finding gold. I don't know if that's an old or new painting, because I usually have not paid. There's my double jump. Just like that. So my double jump kicks in first, and then my flying carpet after that. Let's go ahead and just break some pots through the ceiling over here and collect whatever they have for me before moving farther down. It appears that there's just a little pot down there. You picked up my money, I see. You're glowing because you're holding my money. Alright, well let's see if I can fight you and get it back. Not that it's that much. It's just the principle of the thing. Alright, that 9 I guess was a crit since it was larger and in red. I think crits are just random, and I forget if there's like accessories that give you better... Yeah, I think there's accessories that give you better critical damage chances. I have a double jump, so don't panic. And I've got a flying carpet, right. So I can take, like, fall damage is a thing. Darkness. And what is this? Is that sapphires? It is sapphires, nice. But I can afford to risk taking a fall, since I have... Oh! The movement capabilities. Was sent to Akram's house by Poison Dart. Alright, we dropped 83 silver. I might be willing to just part with that at this point. Oh, it's raining. It's still nighttime. While it's still nighttime, let's just quickly go and see if there's any other easy-to-grab fallen stars that are still on the ground. Oh, but the music has just changed, which I think has just become daytime. And during daytime, we'll have like flying fish and some other enemies that I'd have to worry about on the surface. Umbrella slime, right? You're new. I don't yet have the ability to pick up. I think there was a worm on the ground there, but I don't have a bug net. I could buy one from the merchant once he shows up. I don't think NPCs show up during the rain. So I'm going to make one more attempt at this cave. But this is the final one for sure. Gonna try to get that money back and do a little bit more exploring. We're still, I guess, at surface level here since we've got the umbrella slime. And I think, yeah, you are aggressive from the outset. It's only those green slimes and blue slimes on the surface that I think are passive until you attack them. And there might be a different way to get back to where I was. There is. Oh, blink root. Oh, I did it again! I'm such a dummy! I died to the exact same trap. I completely forgot that there was a pressure plate there and a dart trap, despite the fact that I died to it mere moments ago. Alright, what was it I was saying about embarrassing deaths? You asked for it, you got it. So, 1, I want this blink root. Got it, blink root seeds. They can sometimes be hard to come by in the early game, so I'm glad to have that. And at some point I'm going to want... Oh, I forgot to notice the message this time. Meat was ripped off the bone by poison dart. Right. I suppose I might be summoning ghosts by breaking these gravestones. And so I'm not sure that I'm capable of dealing with the ghosts right now. And so if they come my way, I might run away. But for now, I'll take a little bit more risk, trying to just light up a little bit more of the cave, despite its many threats. Alright, blue slime, you have fewer hit points and I can mostly handle you, and you know what? I've got healing potions. Let's use them, just to ensure I stay alive when I do foolish things like that. Terrific. We're still alive. This was a triumph. Okay, this little segment of the cave, at least, has been explored to its fullest. I don't think I need copper. I could make a copper watch just as an accessory to have, because I have a lead bar and I can make chains, and any accessory could come with a possible random bonus. So sometimes I like copper just for that reason. There's very little else that I would make out of copper, though. And it would be nice to have more blocks. Actually, I did get a ton of blocks already. I have all these sandstone bricks that we got out of the temple when I was digging across foolishly. Or across and then up foolishly when I could have kept digging across. But here's some more lead. I also see some more lead below. So yeah, I think we'll probably mine this up until I take one more death. Because right now, I'm having fun exploring and gaining resources. You can never have enough lead. Joseph the merchant has arrived. Okay, that's a reason to want to go back upstairs. I do see that there is a slime who has some ore inside him, I believe. The blue slime up there. I don't think I'm sufficiently interested in that ore to really go after that slime, but I do note it. Slimes can deliver some extra resources into the game that way. And I do have some bombs, and eventually we'll get the demolitionist. And I say eventually, it might actually happen pretty soon. So I don't mind using some bombs just to quickly mine some more ore. It appears we have platinum. Can I make a sticky bomb to grab that? Yes. At least part of it. And yeah, I'm lazy. So I'll use another sticky bomb to try to get the rest. Or most of the rest. Still a bit in the ceiling here. There we go. That should get all of it. Alright, so platinum is the good version of gold. So that's another fortunate find, I think. We go ahead and even out this so the water all runs down and we're not left with flowing water making noise. I think the water noises in this game are good, but I don't like constantly hearing them. We've got a butterfly statue here. A bit more lead, and once again I'll be lazy and just bomb it out. Let's make sure we escape the radius of the bomb before it goes off. But anything else super exciting down here? Saw a little bit of lead. There's some kind of area that I can use my flying carpet to get over to over here. I could use my cobwebs to craft a yo-yo, right? That's something I could do for another weapon. And hey, it's one more house. Terrific. And there's the demolitionist, right, because I have bombs. Oh, and it's a heart statue. That'll be nice when I can actually make mechanisms. Sunflower statue, bow statue. Oh, and a flail! Mace, whatever it's called. Alright, new favorite weapon. Superior mace. And I know I can upgrade it, actually, with torches and a bunch of other good stuff. Fantastic. Okay, that was some good exploration. Can I hit you with the flail like this? Yes. Oh, and a traveling merchant. Hold on. I do have money. Hurry up and buy. Goblork ears. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He sells a painting. Cargo's summon. Alright. Heart hairpin. Sadly, these are not things that I want. Sometimes traveling merchants have amazing things. Other times they do not. This is one of those not times. Alright, once again I have some inventory to sort, so let me get to that for a bit. I see all these worms on the ground, and so I'm still kind of getting all of my inventory sorted, but I definitely want to buy a piggy bank. I have my money over here. Let's go ahead and buy a piggy bank and a bug net. The rest I can worry about later. But let's just stick the piggy bank down here, and then I can dump my money in it. And then let's grab the bug net and go ahead and use it to... Oh, right. Said I wasn't going to do fishing. I'm so accustomed to collecting every worm I see. I've been conditioned from previous playthroughs. And whenever it's raining, I'm like, oh, there's so many worms, I want to get them. Yeah, is there anything else I can do with worms? And I had a bucket of worms that I found somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know that worms are actually that important or necessary. Alright, so I did this out of habit, but perhaps that was completely unnecessary. In any case, now I've got my money safely away in a piggy bank. I'm still getting kind of all of my inventory sorted out, so I'll be back with you in a minute. I'd forgotten about this. I'd seen this in the patch notes somewhere, but I have 29 platinum ore that I want to stack with this one other piece of platinum ore. And so if I do quick stack to nearby chests, watch what happens visually on the screen. You can actually see the platinum come out of my inventory and go into that particular chest. That is such a great thing. I'm glad they did that. I actually at one point was going to mock up a way to do that in Minecraft back in the day when I did Minecraft command block stuff. It was very complicated to do something like that in Minecraft, but I had kind of like plans on how it could be implemented, and then they went and changed and broke a bunch of stuff, and then I lost my interest in Minecraft. In any case, I'm almost done sorting through everything here. I have the beginnings of a basic inventory sort here. This is kind of miscellaneous. This is going to be like ores and precious items. This one is currently just random furniture. And this is kind of potion ingredients, and potion-related things. Eventually I'll kind of sort them in the chest a little bit more, but this was just to kind of set up things that were in my inventory. I just realized I left these potions out that I found somewhere along the way. But time flies when you're having fun. There's much more I want to do right now, but I think this is probably a good place to call it an episode. No! We can't call it an episode yet, because I found 3 more chests, which means we need to go claim 3 more prizes from this chest. It's a D statue, a 3 statue, and an R statue. It's not just prizes in here. Someone's trying to write something to us. They're trying to send us a message, I think. Interesting. I wonder where that's going to go. Well, you'll have to find out in a future episode. I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Terraria. For now, bye-bye.